I'm not trying to see a 29-year-old to talk to me about my finances. Like, how do you establish credibility here?
That's the problem, right? That's the problem right there.
Donnie, do you date down or up? Would you date Would you date 20? You wouldn't date a 29?
No.
You mean
would you
age?
date somebody 29?
For no reason.
Why?
But I'm 44 years old.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not dating a 29-year-old.
What if you're mature?
You know, it's funny, right? It's funny. I talk to people that age, and they like, yo, you more mature than the 50-year-olds.
I believe it, because I believe when I was 29, I was more mature than a lot of people who were older than me, old enough to be my mom. But no, what do I have in common with a 29-year-old?
I mean, I think you should look at the environment the 29-year-olds in and what they have going on. They might have the same responsibility, situation, lifestyle that you have.
Listen,
whereas actually commonality is going on.
Age is just really a number.
Age is just a number.
There are things that a 44-year-old can do with a 29-year-old.
Explain a little bit, because we transparent on this show.
It ain't love and marriage.
No,
okay, we'll let
fully
slide.
agree with that.
What was the question?
No, but so where were you going? Let's say I said yes.
Okay, I was just wondering, for your caliber, what you would do? But I mean, if you said yes, I mean, I believe there's nothing wrong with it.
How did we go from how do I trust you with my finances to what I date a 29-year-old?
I had that question for you personally because I wanted to ask.
I feel like it's a thing. Is there a thing happening right now?
I'm chilling, but I just wanted to know.
I'm like, wait. Okay, get back to my question.
I'll answer the question as far as what you originally asked about.
Okay, go ahead.
As a 31, 29-year-old, right? Why would you trust us with giving you financial literacy, right? Because we have people that's 45, 50, 60 that's in our programs, but they're not up to date on the new information, right? So we're in masterminds, we're getting outside in different rooms, we're learning new different things that my dad, my uncles, my aunts, they didn't get this information back when they was coming up. This information wasn't privy. So, and we're giving new strategies, right? So even when it comes to buying real estate, back in the day, you would go in the yellow pages and call. We don't do that no more, right?
Yeah.
Now we go online. We could get everybody's phone number in that entire county.
Yeah.
So it's more about just understanding that with new people coming up, we learn new different things and we can learn from each other. And I think that's why he asked about what you date down, because like, we could all add value to each other. I don't really think it's an age thing. Like, you could give us some game, and we could give you some game based upon where we at.
I just remember when I was starting out in business, like when I was not even in business, like when I was in corporate, I was a higher level executive in my particular company that I work for. Nobody took me seriously. Like, imagine me at 23, 24 years old. I looked 16, 17 years old. So people weren't trusting me like with their big home purchases, especially when I was in real estate. It was like, what does this kid know about real estate? So that was something that I had to overcome early on. Do you find like...
I relate to that 100%. When I first got started in real estate, I was a real estate agent. So I was 23. So all my clients was older.
Yeah.
So at that point, they're like, and also the older people are buying more expensive houses.
Yeah.
The more bigger the house, the more money I make.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure I had it suited and booted. I had to make sure I was super professional, super on time, which you want to be like that anyway, but I get what you're saying. I had to overdo it to prove myself, and then once you start getting, okay, they look your name up. Oh, you sold 50 houses, 60 houses. Okay, I don't care about the age. Clearly you know what you're doing, but when I first got started, I had to overdo it.
It still happens.
I had to overdo it like a mother.
I had people try to backdoor me, like I'm going about $1 million property, and this lender that's supposed to be lending me the money try to go behind me, go to the seller just because I'm younger and don't really think I don't know what I'm talking about. But I think like you talked about early in your corporate career, I was working at Pepsi before I started being a full-time entrepreneur. But I would come in and teach senior management all the new tools on how to work different softwares, Excel spreadsheets, where they didn't get that information. So.
I think it's value to work with people who are younger. Like, I believe in keeping young people around me, for sure.
I'm just saying. You want to keep young people around her, but you wouldn't. Okay, go ahead.
I believe in keeping young people around me because it keeps you youthful. That was Cap.
Talk about, no, we'll touch on it. Keep on.
Go ahead.
Y'all got something going on?
You got to throw it in.
Okay. I believe in keeping young people around because it keeps you youthful, but it also keeps you up to date with the information that's coming out right now. Like, you made a real good point, Ramel. People who are your senior, like, the older we get, the more stuck in our ways we want to be, and y'all have the benefit of still being very like curious and still dealing with like no disrespect, but still dealing very much in your childlike imagination, right? Like when you're in your 20s, early 30s, like you still believe that everything is possible because you hadn't had as much life experience as somebody who's 44 years old.